Hi, I'm Val from Quilty Pleasures, and today I just want to give you a very quick demo about adjusting the tension on your sewing machine. I know a lot of people are sewing these days. We're making masks, we're making PPE, we're just sewing for fun, and a lot of us haven't sewn in a long time, and maybe the last time you actually got your sewing machine out was during home ec class back in the day when they had home ec class. And I blame home ec teachers. I shouldn't, but I do. The first thing they told you in sewing class was, do not touch the tension dial on your sewing machine. And I know why they did that. It was because they had 30 kids in the class, and the kids were all pushing the dials and turning the knobs, and it was a headache for the teacher, and I get that. But the manufacturers make the tension knob move for a reason, and we want to be able to use the tension knob to make the adjustments that we need to get the best stitch possible. But a lot of people don't understand how this works, so I'm just going to do a very quick and dirty explanation. I'll do another one that's more involved another time, but this is just because a lot of people need this really quickly. So this piece of wood represents two pieces of fabric that have been placed together. There's a black line between the two, and the clear plastic tube here represents the hole where the needle has gone through the fabric. The red thread is the top thread on your machine, and the blue thread is the bobbin thread. Okay? On domestic sewing machines, we don't adjust the bobbin tension. It's set at the factory. If you want to play with that, if you're doing bobbin work or funny thread painting with really thick thread or something, get yourself a second bobbin case to play with, but in normal circumstances, you aren't going to change the tension on the bobbin case. All of your tension adjustments are going to be done through adjusting the top thread tension. And this will just show you right now the top thread tension is very low, and we're seeing a big dot of top thread underneath. And the underneath thread, the bobbin thread, is just kind of lying on the surface. So for a straight stitch, you're not getting any strength from this stitch. It's just lying on the surface. The knot where the top thread wraps around the bobbin thread is too low because the top tension is too low, and it's not going to do you any good at all. That bobbin thread could just be pulled right out, not giving you any integrity. If I tighten the top tension, now I've tightened it too much. And whoops, it's slipping. And now I'm getting bobbin thread showing on the top. And again, my top thread is just kind of lying on the surface, not giving me optimal strength. It's so tight that it could cause puckering, it could cause my upper thread to break. Not a good situation. So what I want to do is lower my top tension to that midpoint where the join between the bobbin and the top is right in the middle between the two layers of fabric. I can't go lower.
You have to tighten your top tension.
Oh, I have to tighten it? There we go. There. Now I've adjusted it.
Now you look good.
There. So if the number on your dial gets higher, and the dial usually goes to 9, you're going to get a higher knot. It's going to come up to the top. If you go to a lower number on the dial, your knot is going to go lower, and you will have your top thread showing on the bobbin. So you're aiming for the middle. Most of the time you're going to be in the 3, 4, 5 area of the dial, and don't be afraid to change it and make the adjustments that you need. These tips are for straight stitch. When it comes to decorative stitching, we approach it in a totally different manner, but this is just for those of you who are making masks or doing straight utility sewing and just are having trouble with your tension. just a quick little demo of what adjustments you need to make to get yourself a really good stitch.